Morning students, today we are going to see hiatus hernaria, diaphragmatic hernaria. What is a hiatal hernaria? A condition where part of the stomach moves up to into the chest cavity through a weakened area of the diaphragm. Chest. Normally, a portions of the esophagus and all the stomach are situated in the abdomen cavity. Types of the hiatal hernaria. First one, sliding hernaria. Most common, 95% occurs when the top of the stomach. Sequence of the space above the diaphragm. Paraesophageal hernaria occurs when part of the stomach fold up against the esophagus, creating pouch which is the pulled up into the chest cavity. Sliding hernaria treatment is in complications of the hiatal. Inflammation of the stomach or esophagus, abdomen or chest cavity. Paraesophageal bleeding secondary to ulcers in the stomach. Respiratory complications which occur due to the displacement of the abdomen organ into the chest cavity. Abdominal pain and difficulty swallowing food. The treatment, surgical treatment, can often be done with a laparoscopic technique. Causes: age-related change in your diaphragm, injury to the area, for example, after certain types of the surgery, being born with an unusual large hiatus, persistent of the intense pressure on the surrounding muscles, such as while huffing, vomiting, straining during the bowel movement, exercise, or lifting heavy object. In this condition, stomach content travel back into the esophagus or even into the oral cavity and cause pain in the center of the chest due to the enduring nature of acidity. Second type, diarrhea. The normal frequency of bowel movement and increased liquidity of the fecal discharge is known as diarrhea. It reduced the absorption of food. It is the most common gastrointestinal disorder worldwide. It is sometimes caused by bacteria or viral infections through food or water. When the colon is infected, the lining, the intestine is damaged by the pathogens. Thereby, colon is unable to absorb fluid. Unless the conditions is treated, dehydration can occur. Treatment is known as oral hydration therapy. This involves drinking plenty of fluid, sipping small amount of water at a time to dehydrate the body. Peptic ulcer definition. Peptic ulcer is a hole or open sore in the lining of the stomach, duodenum, beginning of the small intestine or esophagus. Peptic ulcer diseases, PUD, and gastric. Peptic ulcer diseases is an open sore in the lining of the stomach, upper part of the small intestine. It affects over 50 million Americans gastrics in inflammations of the stomach lining. The two conditions have similar symptoms, including stomach pain and nausea, and similar causes: a bacterial infection, Helicobacter pylori. Peptic refers to the pepsin, a stomach enzyme that breaks down the protein. An ulcer occurs with the lining of these organs are corroded, the acidic digestive juices secreted in the stomach cells. Symptoms: abdominal discomfort usually occurs the epigastric area. Radiations to the described as full glowing ache and goes for the several days. Pain may increases the stomach is empty at night or half to 3 hours after meal. Pain is relieved by eating and antacid meditations. Helicobacter pylori is the most common cause of peptic ulcer diseases, often causes chronic gastritis. Naproxen or another common cause. Acid and proton pump inhibitors of help antibiotics treat Helicobacter pylori infections. Ulcer may be also used cause due to the smoking, alcohol and psychological stress. Next, obesity. Obesity is that you have the high amount of fat in your body, and from that definition you can notice that the obesity is not about more weight, it is about more fat. To understand this, you may weigh more because you are tall, and this is normal. Obesity is a term used to describe excess body fat. It is defined in terms a person's weight and height or his hair body mass index BMI. Body mass index. A person with a body mass index over 30 is classified as being obese. Obesity makes your body less sensitive to insulin action. It is caused due to the storage of excess of body fat in adipose tissue, may induce hypertension, heart disease and diabetes. Now you want to know if you are obese or not, and this the easy. All you want is the measure your weight in kilograms and your height in meters, and then use this formula. A normal BMI range of adult in 19 to 25 above 25 is considered. And as obese, BMI is calculated, body mass index is calculated as body weight kilogram in kilogram divided by the square of the body height in meters. For examples, a 50 kg person with a height of 160 centimeters would have BMI of 19.5. That is BMI weight person, normal person 50 divided 1.6 squared is equal to 19.5. This formula will give you your body mass index BMI. The obesity is diagnosed with the BMI body mass index is 30 or more. Now look this table below now more of the body mass index. The result less than 18.5 underweight, 18.8 to 24.9 normal, 25 to 29.5 overweight, 30 to 40 obese, more than 40 very obese. Thank you students.